Hey everyone, Magic Mascot 40k here, back at it with more Dawn of War action. So I said 3 videos ago that I'm having a hard time finding cool moments, and I'm not sure when the next video will be. But now that I switched games to Definitive Edition, and there's a lot more players, it's very easy for me to find cool moments and footage. So I've been making a lot of videos back to back because it's just way easier to find cool moments in Definitive Edition. Now I'll probably still make Soulstorm videos, but I will say it's just much easier to find cool moments in Definitive Edition. Alright, so I did play a 4v4 and I will show you right now. This is a pretty long one, and I really enjoy this one. I actually watched it, I think, 4 times. This is about as close as you can get. This was extremely even, and I think this was an excellent match. Alright, so here's me. Pretty cool. Sister Battle. I think this is my first time playing Sister Battle since I installed it. And I did notice Sister Battle has received a lot of changes. Now I haven't experimented yet. I don't know if these changes are good or bad. But I did notice, I believe Sister Battle got a buff. The more I play them, the more I think they got a buff. And what's interesting is Tau got a bunch of nerfs in the last patch. So I'm starting to think, ever since Soulstorm came out, people have said Sister Battle is the worst faction in the game, which is why you don't see it in tournaments. Sister Battle is just not a tournament faction. But I think with all the new changes they made, who knows? Maybe you'll see them in tournaments again. I think that'd be really interesting. Summer has started, and there's a heat wave, and I even though I live near the lakes, it still sucks. It's just like 80, like all the time. Mornings, at night, doesn't matter. It's like 80 just all the time. But yeah, who knows? I'll probably edit that out. Anyways, let me clean myself up and then I'll keep going. But yeah, if you guys don't know, the balance patch was like 4 pages long, and I didn't read all of it. And something I did notice is they added new upgrades to the game, which was exciting. And I think Sister Battle got 1 or 2 brand new upgrades. Let me find a tissue real quick, and then I'll go back to recording. But yeah, I can probably just edit that out. Anyways, so I think this gameplay is really good. Like I said, I watched it like 4 times. And if you guys don't know, I do think Sister Battle got a buff. So I'm starting to think they are not the worst faction in the game anymore. And I'm hoping they are, maybe like you'll see them in tournaments again. I think that'd be cool. I really do think of all the balance patches and changes, the tournaments will be a lot more interesting. Because in Soulstorm, the tournaments were kind of stale. Which is why I never really made a tournament video. They were just kind of stale. Anyways, that's enough rambling. So, we have me, Sister Battle. Space Marine on the right, Space Marine to my left, and they're both wearing the same color. So this might get confusing for a while. They're both wearing the same exact color. Then another sister battle. And then team 2. We have sister battle again. I guess they're popular, maybe. Goodwin with Space Marine. And then we have Necro Comrade with Imperial Guard. And then we have Red Leicester Mini Cheddars with Sister Battle. So I guess Sister Battle is just really popular for some reason. I did find their tier 3 actually pretty tough to play as, because you have to focus on your faith, you have to get the missionaries out, you have to get your commanders out. I actually found the tier 3 pretty difficult to manage. Oh yeah, I did want to experiment with the new upgrades. So I started a campaign. I started a Soulstorm campaign in this one. Not the actual Soulstorm. But I went into this game and started a Sister Battle campaign so I can experiment with the upgrades and the changes. So I will be messing with that. So far I've won every fight. So that's pretty cool. I haven't lost a campaign match yet. Anyways, so Sister Battle, Space Marine, we got Zebra Jeff, good player. Yuri Friday, good player. And Visiel, great player, fantastic player. Mini Cheddars is also a really good player. Necro Comrade, excellent player. And Goodwin it's hard for me to call him an excellent player. He did make mistakes, so unfortunately I cannot call Goodwin an excellent player. Sorry about that, buddy. And then we have Freywin. I don't know if I call Freywin an excellent player, but definitely a good player. Absolutely a good player. And with that out of the way, I think I will start it. And I think if you watch the gameplay, you'll notice that Sisters did get a buff. You have to be a real Dawn of War nerd to notice it. But I really do think Sister Battle got a buff. Anyways, I think I'll go ahead and start it. And yeah. So this is pretty much my Oasis of Shar build order. There's about 3 things you can do. You can do just a big army, because Sisters are cheap. You can do like fast vehicles or something like that, like a fast tier 2. Or you can do like jump units and jump around. That's basically your 3 choices. There might be more choices, but oh well. So Zebra Jeff always does snipers. I played with him 3 times, and he always does snipers. I find snipers very difficult, which is why I don't do them. It's a very difficult thing to pull off.
I serve the sisterhood.
I think this guy does a fast tier 2,
They sinned against the Emperor.
which makes sense.
Adeptus Sororitas, prepared to serve.
Here's the first battle. I will say, ever since I started playing Definitive Edition, I've been having nothing but good players. I've yet to run into like a terrible player, which is nice. So here I help my teammate build this turret. I'm not a huge fan of turrets in the middle, because they do get destroyed and they're pretty expensive. I'm not a fan of fast turret, but whatever. And then I destroy this guard turret. It's like 90% done. And guard turret down. Like that. There is going to be a lot of fighting in this one, all over the map. So I don't know if I'll be able to capture all of it. Second turret. Again, not a huge fan of turrets because they're just expensive and not really worth it. But anyways. So that was 2 against 2, I guess. I didn't really help out, but you know.
It is a judgment.
Oh yeah, this is what I mean by it's a lot easier to get faith. I'm at the 2-minute mark, and I'm already at 16 faith. And I don't even think I have... Yeah, I don't have any buildings. So see that? I got 16 faith, and I don't have anything yet. So that's a change I did notice after a while. Because usually it requires at least 1 icon. Just a million scouts. I usually do flamethrowers because I think flamethrowers are cool. So I think I go for that here in a bit. And here we're capturing middle. Capturing middle takes a while, so it's kind of boring to watch. Looks like Friday is going in. Very aggressive player. Space Marine should be guardsman. I got Canonus here. This is Freeman's Canonus. And you have my Canonus. This is going to be a pretty long replay, so get ready for that. Force Commander now. Now it's the proper 2v2. Fast forward a little bit, just so it's no boring parts. I don't want any boring parts in my video. But now it's more of a 3v2. Well, now it's 4v2. A little unfair, but hey, I guess that's how it goes. You can see there I got my first flamethrower at 4 minutes. Starting to get some fire going. But I think it's a little bit too late. My Canonus goes down because, again, 4v2. A little rough. Snipers over here. Snipers are great. Snipers are great if a guy is just walking around the map and you can pick off, like if your opponent is not looking, you can pick off stragglers. Yeah, 4v2 is very rough. So you can see Sisters did a fast tier 2, which is something a lot of players do that. Not too uncommon. Even in Soulstorm, people did this sort of thing. Not too uncommon. But the thing about Sisters is they have a lot of anti-vehicle. So you'll see a lot of anti-vehicle here in a minute. That's basically their gimmick. Just a ton of anti-vehicle. So my economy's not too great, but I think I do have fire unlocked. So that's pretty cool. Meltas are out and about. Now Meltas can destroy vehicles in like 2 seconds, but they don't really do high damage against normal enemies. Like these Space Marines, for example. So these Space Marines are still a threat, even with tier 2 units. Starting to get the heavy bolters out and all that. The Sister heavy bolter is pretty good. So now we fight back. It's still a little unfair. Yeah, it's still a bit unfair right now, but we'll see. So what's interesting is Mini Cheddars is in this top left position, and right now he's like over here towards the top of the map on the opposite side. So he traveled quite a far way. This is way off the beaten track. Here I think I used my blind ability because I was like, wait a minute, I am getting Faith so much easier than Soulstorm. So you go, blind ability, pretty useful. Fire. And then he attacks me for some reason. I don't know. Am I the big threat? Who knows? Guard tier 2, but I think it's a bit late. Gets mowed down. There we go. Looks like there's a guy inside the listening post. Yeah. So he is garrisoning. And here we get our middle back. And here I had to trust my teammates. I just gotta trust my teammates to take this out. I don't have an answer for it. That's what teammates are for. More vehicles, but I think a vehicle at this time is pretty normal. So it's at the 8-minute mark. So yeah, a vehicle here is not that strange. Lightning Fighter. I don't know if the Lightning Fighter got buffed or not. It really does seem like Sister's got a lot of buffs. So Lightning Fighter is really good at assassinating certain units. So my missionary just got assassinated. So my missionary is down. And Zebra Jeff does this Assault Marine sniper build order, which I think works really well against, let's say, Orcs or even like Necrons. It's not a bad build order at all. I do find Assault Marines very expensive though. They're very, very expensive and probably not even worth it. Here we go back. But I think that was an excellent fight. You can see where we have the middle, then we lose the middle, kind of a back and forth shindig. Again, really good at assassinating units, so you can see the snipers getting assassinated. Excellent micro from everyone. Yeah, the snipers are going down pretty quick. Good counter. Good job. And most Space Marine players make Land Speeder Tempest. And you can't really make Land Speeder Tempest with this out and about. So this shuts down Land Speeders for a while. Again, nice fight, I think. Now they're ganging up on Zebra Jeff, now that the snipers are down.
I serve the Sisterhood.
Chimera, I think this has a squad in it. Upgraded Guardsman. You actually don't see upgraded Guardsman. Then we have a base trade. Nice job. But yeah, here's the Land Speeder Tempest. They usually get countered by the Lightning Fighters. Excellent micro. I think he knows that it's a counter unit. Yeah, excellent micro from both players. And Assault Marines can get the crack grenade, which basically one-shots buildings and vehicles. More crazy action. I used my Canonist ability again, because why not? I think everyone is tier 2 at this point, at the 11-minute mark. So we got some tier 2 action going on. Again, Assault Marines are pretty hard to replace. No one has crazy economy at this point, so it's pretty hard to do anything. 4 lightning fighters. They're pretty cheap, so it's not that hard to do that. You gotta watch out for these meltas though. You really gotta micro this fight or it's gonna go really bad for you. Yeah, just a ton of meltas, which does lower your damage against normal enemies. Rocket launchers out and about. Pretty high level stuff, I would say. But yeah, you can see we're switching our build orders to counter their build order. Rocket launcher to the face. Doesn't feel good. Double priest. Nice. Again, fast forward it. No, don't want any boring parts.
We are under attack. Not lose heart.
Nice fight here. So I think it's 3v1, maybe, or 3v2. It's a little unfair, but whatever. Nice assault marine action. Great job keeping your Tempest alive. Because one shot from lightning fighter is really all you need. See, there you go. One shot from lightning fighter destroys it. And again, lightning fighters are excellent assassin unit. Yeah, Tempest just get hard countered. Nice bait. I think he's using the Meltas as like a bait. Great micro from Yuri. And here I'm getting pretty smart. He detached the priest, and now he's doing some crazy building damage. The priest is, and priest takes like 0 fire damage. You can see here he's taking little to no fire damage at all. Tempest coming in. Looks like the assault marines are starting to win. If they had the power sword, maybe, I don't know if they have the power sword or not, but it's starting to look really bad for Freehan. Excellent micro, I think. Yeah, it's hard to win a 3v2. Nice assassin. Oh yeah, I made the assassin in case they had a. Well, it would kill the priest for sure. Looks like Freehan's done. Oh, looks like Friday is tier 3. Looks like we're starting to push back. Space Marine has 1 million vehicles. Now, Cheddar's is taking back this side. Seraphim spam is really strong. If anyone has ever played with Seraphims, they should know how strong they are. And it's interesting to see people struggle against Assault Marines. But Cowskin's out, so basically everyone's tier 3 at this moment. Still lightning fighters, interesting. But now that everyone has Meltas, it's not really scary anymore. These Terminators might go down to the Cowskins. Yeah, they're going down. This Dreadnought might go down to the Power Hammer. Power Hammer is pretty nuts. Does the Dreadnought have... Oh. I'm not sure what this red icon means. Interesting. Yeah, Caskins are doing some serious damage. The Basilisk too. It's a good job from Guard. Guard got a ton of kills there. Now my economy's actually... My economy's not bad now.
I am a servant to the Empire.
I managed to capture some land. I think I got the relic captured. And my thought process was the guy with the relic should go tier 4. So I think at this point I'm just trying my best to go tier 4. Because I am the one with the relic.
Location secured and sanctified.
Now I don't think going tier 4 is an instant win. But it should help out. Really good priest micro. This guard guy's good job. I do think one hit from the power sword should kill it. Now I might actually lose the relic, which would hurt. And then a million seraphims show up here. Their building damage is ridiculous. They might have the highest building damage in the game. Nice crack grenades. Four crack grenades. No more barracks. Looks like Zebra Jeff is tier 3, but I think everyone's tier 3. And yeah, looks like I lost the relic. So no, maybe no Living Saint. But it looks like I do take the mid, maybe. More Assault Marines. People really like them, I guess. Without the power sword, they are hard to deal with. You kind of need the power sword. Emulator. Once you get the morale upgrade, Sisters of Battle does have a morale upgrade. Once you get that, the emulator is not a big threat. And yeah, just a million crack grenades. Seraphims also do crazy high commander damage. So they can kill my commanders, no problem. Another push on the right. Oh, watch out. You should have fanaticism. There we go. Fanaticism triggered. You got Repentance too. Oh, looks like it missed. That's a shame. He was a hair off from landing it. But really strong. This is basically what full power sisters look like. I don't see any vehicles, but you don't really need vehicles as sisters. Not really. So you can see Space Marines guarding the middle. And big push from this side. We did kill off a player. Freeland is dead. So now it's a 3v4. So now it's an uphill battle for this team. It's still not the end of the world. But I do think it's an uphill battle. Really nice fight here. Really good teamwork. Hard to tell who's who, but whatever. And it looks like Invictio, which is this one, is about to lose all his guys. Yeah, there goes very expensive army. Commanders, heavy bolters, pretty expensive. But again, I think I don't have the relic. But I am trying to go tier 4, so I can use the relic. So it looks like I do have the building up and about. So I can make the pension engine. With the Psyker, the pension engine can be stunned. And you'll notice the Terminator teleport got a buff. It's a lot faster now. Interesting attack from over here. Oh, he's just using it as a scouting. That's an interesting way to scout someone, but you know. Big attack on Cheddars. Guard is over here. The Ogrins. I just fixed up my rhinos. I had to repair them. Exorcist. This is still not. I would say this is still not a clear victory. They're both dreadnoughting at the same time, or maybe. Oh no, it's the same guy. Looks like he's going for 2 HQ kills. Yeah, looks like he destroyed 2 HQs. Good job. Nice base trade. I saw no attempt on repairing the HQ, so I guess they weren't ready for it. And Zebra Jeff might actually be out of the game. This is a pretty big assault. And of course I help out my teammate, right? Of course I help him out. So here you'll see a big Professor Smite. And Zebra Jeff is doing excellent, so I don't want him dying. And I think pretty soon Goodwin will have predators with the lasers. So I think this goes down to the laser predators. So now Goodwin is tier 1 again, and I think this sister player is also tier 1 again. Baneblade out, nice job. Excellent teamwork from Necro. Necro is really trying. Nice damage boost from Commander. Oh yeah, and I think Guard got a buff because some of the vehicle population is a lot lower. So because the vehicle population is lower, you can make more vehicles. So Guard did get a small buff in that way. So normally you can only have like 5 vehicles with Guard, but because they lowered the population, you can have like 6 or I would say like you can probably have like 8 vehicles with Guard. Yeah, massive losses from I think this is Zebra Jeff's one last push, because he did lose a ton.
We have taken the target.
So looks like pretty much everyone's back to level 1 except for Guard. Guard should be full power. And it looks like Mini Cheddars is also tier 4. That's a good job there. And as soon as I capture this relic, I should be able to make the Living Saint. I don't think the Living Saint's an instant win, because you do have the Baneblade out and about. So, but it should help out, maybe. We'll see. Here I kill the Scarsman squad, because why not? There we go. Use the Confessor stun, and down it goes. But this is a squad that's pretty easy to replace. This isn't like a huge victory. But yeah, Confessor stun. Now there's like whirlwinds everywhere. So it's getting a little hectic. Baneblade might go down. Yeah, there's the laser tanks. Friday's very aggressive. Just been attacking this whole match. Very, very aggressive. This is excellent micro from everyone. But yeah, the map is pretty big, so I'm using my rhinos to travel around. So I got like 1 million rhinos. Still 1 million seraphims. I'm not sure who wins, Pentient Engine or the Predator. That I actually have no idea. It looks like it's a 2v1 on this side. So it's pretty hard to win a 2v1. Not impossible, but it's pretty hard. Really good moves from Yuri using the Skull Probe stun. Yeah, I used the Skull Probe to stun. Now I have the Living Saint. I'm gonna use the Living Saint as a distraction. And luckily for me, I believe this guy's going tier 3. Yeah. So he's going tier 3 right as I'm going tier 4. This is the second time he went tier 3. Because his HQ went down. And here I do this big battle. So it's basically full power sisters versus like tier, it's kind of like tier 2 Space Marines. But we're in an interesting spot right now because this guy just lost his whole army. This guy just lost his whole army. And this guy just lost his whole army. So basically my army is the only one left. So we are in a pickle, I would say. And I think I could have played this battle out a lot better. I didn't play this battle out perfectly. I definitely could have microed this a lot better, but whatever. I am using all my faith abilities. It's hard for me to capture that, but I am trying to use all my faith stuff. Here's Repentias. In hindsight, I probably should have slapped my Confessor on the Repentias, but whatever. I made the Repentias tie up the Terminators. Again, very aggressive Space Marine player. Looks like Lehman Russes might go down. Nice stun from guard. 4 Psychers. More Terminators. Terminators are pretty cheap. So, this Whirlwind goes off. Ooh. Ooh. Nice Whirlwind. I think he killed like 10 of them. 10 Seraphims died right there. You can't mess around with the Whirlwind. I think another 5 kills. These Seraphims are going down very quickly. The Whirlwind. So I end up winning this fight. It's full power sisters against like tier 2 Space Marine Terminators. Yeah, I'm using all my faith abilities. And something I noticed around now is I think Sisters actually has 2 damage upgrades. So if you go into this building here, you'll get a damage upgrade and an armor upgrade. And if you buy those, you get a 2nd damage upgrade. So I do think, I'm not sure, but I think Sister Battle actually has 2 damage upgrades. And here's like full power guard pushing. And full power guard is pretty scary. But yeah, that Whirlwind basically killed all the Seraphims. You really cannot mess around with the Whirlwind. And there goes Godwin. Or Goodwin. Now we're just doing one big base trade, which happens a lot at high levels. Yeah, this guard guy is playing his heart out. You can tell he's really trying to win. They're still not killing the whirlwind, which killed, I don't know how many kills this thing has, but it's gotta be a lot. Okay, whirlwind down. Now, unfortunately, Terminators are pretty easy to replace. Like, Terminators are super easy to replace. So, more Terminators, unfortunately. And Sister's building damage is pretty bonkers. So it's not hard to take this out. Even at 30 minutes, I still don't have all the upgrades. And now Yuri Friday is the next on the list. Yuri Friday is the one that just will not stop attacking. Look at this guy. He just will not stop attacking. What a crazy dude. Crazy dude. Oh yeah, I built a second base here because I thought it'd be convenient. I think I built an HQ here. But unfortunately, Yuri Friday's days of being super aggressive is over. Looks like he's going down. And they're capping points for some reason. I don't think this is a good time. Like, this is not a good time to capture points. I don't know why you capture points during this. So unfortunately, with Dreadnought spam, it looks like Zero recovered. Yeah, it looks like Zero recovered. But it looks like Invicio is pretty much out of the game. So really it's just me and Jeff. There goes another HQ. Yeah, it looks like it's just me and Jeff now. So now it's down to a 2v2. And you can see how long it takes to walk. So that's why I did the rhinos. It just takes forever. It takes absolutely forever.
We offer up these grounds to our Emperor.
Oh, looks like Friday survived. Interesting. Because he is losing all his stuff. There goes his economy.
It is now consecrated ground.
Yeah. Unfortunate. Oh, he's actually going in. That is a crazy thing to do. I would say this is full power guard. What a crazy fella to go in. Oh, orbital strike too. That is a crazy push. And here I push on this side. And it looks like this guy was expecting it. He was expecting a big push. And here I use my Canonus ability, which you don't see very often. But yeah, maxed out Canonus. And my faith is coming right back. I used the 80... That ability cost 80 faith. And you can see my faith just went straight back to maxed out. The bar... This bar should be empty. But it went straight back to normal. Yeah, I got these guys out, which are you don't see too often. I think my Living Saint went down. And I think this is the final building. But you can see these Space Marine guys are absolutely insane. They're still attacking, which is crazy to me. They have no real economy. I can't imagine doing this with no economy. But I think Guard is at its final legs. Yeah, it looks like Dreadnought spam and Terminator spam is just really hard to deal with. It's just really hard to deal with as anyone. You just needed like a million Sentinels. Honestly, Sentinels might have been better than the Lehman Russ. The Lehman Russ really did not do that much. So maybe switch out the Lehman Russ for the Sentinels. But then again, the Assault Marines would have killed the Sentinels in one hit. So I'm not even sure what the right call was there. That's a tough build order. But yeah, it looks like Terminator spam for the win. Which is interesting because no one really has any real economy. You can see here they're all red. So Terminator spam with no real money. Anyways, I thought this was a really interesting match. And Space Marine was extremely aggressive. It's very interesting. Yeah, and I think honestly capping this point might have cost him the game. Unfortunately. I don't know why you would capture this during a big attack. But it might have cost him the game. And then I build a second, or not a second, I build a third base here, because why not? Build a third base. And yeah, I think that's gonna do it. As powerful as Guard is, Terminators are just buffed. They buffed Terminators. I think they buffed Dreadnoughts too, because I did read the first page of the balance notes, the patch notes, and I did see that Dreadnoughts got a buff. If you read the 2.9 patch notes, I do think they buffed Dreadnoughts. But yeah, you can see here I have 140 faith, and I just used an ability which cost 80, and it's full again. So you can see faith is just much easier to get. And every HQ, I think every HQ gives you 2 faith. So this one here gives, oh, I got another HQ. But yeah, this one here I think gives me 2 faith. This one here gives me 2 faith. So I have plus 13. So this one gives me plus 2. This one gives me plus 2. And this one here should give me plus 2. So just my HQs alone should give me plus 6 faith. I probably could have played this out better, but I think this turned out pretty good. And again, I think this is about as close as you can get. We really were 1 or 2 buildings away from being defeated. I think this is Friday's only building. Yeah, this is Friday's only building. So if his commander goes down, I don't think he can replace it. So he's being really aggressive. Like he can't even replace these Terminators, and he's out there using them. And I don't think he can replace this Dreadnought, and he's out there using this Dreadnought. So very cheeky playstyle. But yeah, I think I could have played that out better. And I didn't notice Sisters got buffed until after I finished. I was watching this replay for the 3rd time, and I was like, oh, why do I have 140 faith? That's weird. But yeah. I don't know if the Living Saint won the game or not. It did help out, but I don't think it won the game. Just a very interesting match, I think. It is refreshing having good players on your team. Having good players on your team is just, it feels nice. Anyways, I'll show you the end screen. So I did get top score, but I really don't think I was MVP. I don't think I was MVP at all. You can see that Dreadnought spam really put in a lot of work. Dreadnought spam seems to be incredibly strong. Anyways, so I had the second highest economy. So I had second highest resources. I could have made that army like 3 times. My full power sisters, I could have made that about 3 times of how much money I had. And I still don't think I was fully maxed out. I think there was 1 or 2 upgrades I didn't buy. So I don't even think that was... I don't think I had every upgrade. I keep forgetting the vehicle factory has damage upgrades. That's something I will always forget. Like, you have to go inside the vehicle factory to get your damage up, which I keep forgetting. And yeah, I really don't think I was MVP, but I'm really happy with how this turned out. What else is there to say? So it looks like Guard was their MVP, and I think that's well deserved. Guard played excellent. I think Guard also deserves the MVP spot. I got 180 kills. Pretty good. I don't really remember. Honestly, I only won like 2 fights. I think out of all my fights, I only won like 2 of them. So I don't know how I even got 180 kills. I really did not fight that much. So I'm not even sure how I got this number. 24 buildings destroyed. That does make sense to me. I did destroy a lot of buildings. And then it looks like Guard actually got the highest amount of kills, which makes sense because he was being attacked just all the time. Everyone was attacking him, so that makes sense. And it looks like Sisters got 147 kills, but 241 deaths. So was that 200 Seraphims? I guess so. 200 Seraphims died. That's pretty crazy. I don't think it was pure Seraphims, but yeah, pretty much 200 Seraphims died during this. That's pretty insane. But yeah, it looks like everyone did well. I would say everyone did really, really well. Everyone had good micro. Interesting. So I did not have most resources spent. I thought for sure I would have the most resources spent, but I don't have that. Interesting. No one shared any resources, and it looks like I did have the most upgrades. But my army was honestly not that strong. You can see full power sisters struggle against tier 2 space marines that also had terminators and whirlwinds. I really struggled against that. So even my full power sister army was really struggling against even tier 2 space marines. I can't imagine even fighting tier 4 space marines. I think I would have lost. I think even with all the buffs, sisters got a lot of buffs, but I think tier 4 sister still loses to tier 4 space marine. What else is there? Who got the most land captured? Looks like it was Guard guard captured the most amount of land. And it looks like Sisters had the biggest army. The one of the Seraphims. Yeah, the guy at the Seraphims had the biggest army. And that's gonna do it for this one. Hopefully you enjoyed it. I gotta edit out that beginning part. But yeah, hopefully you enjoyed this one. I really enjoyed this one, and it took me a long time to figure it out. Sister Battle got any changes. But you can see there my HQ was giving me faith, which I don't know if it did that before. And yeah, I think that's gonna do it for this one. I think everyone played extremely well, and it's nice having this high level fight. So, and I think this is about as close as you can get. We really were 2 or 3 buildings destroyed from losing. If they would have destroyed the machine pit, we would have lost. So we really were like on the edge of defeat. So I really hope you enjoyed this one. This was very neck and neck. So I really do hope you like this one, and I'll see you in the next one. Bye.